all the way today. That's 3 down, 3 to go. And third from the end. I kind of want to talk about getting fire one all the way. This one. This one's gonna get judged very harshly due to it being. He's level 8. He's level 8, and I've only got him full upgrade. I literally had to farm the life realm to get him upgraded. This is where the interesting things begin. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. To be fair, I think I actually might die on this one.
Okay, great. Broccoli Guy is excited to call the action here. Excited and a little bit hungry. So how about you start fighting and I'll just go order a pizza.
Yeah, so Sunburn was the last Skylander from Sparrow's Adventure for my friend to own. Because you can only get Sunburn in the Dragon's Peak bundle. So it was really difficult to get a hold of, surprisingly, where we are. It was one of the hardest Skylanders to get a hold of. Him and Whamshell were very difficult to get a hold of. Luckily for me, Tesco had a Whamshell. I only had one Whamshell left. Yeah, I had a line kind of worried that I ain't even going to survive this one to even talk about him long enough. Personally, I do not like. I think this is by far one of my least favourite. I bought him getting really excited because I remember my mate having him, but it's just not my favourite at all. I like his teleport. I think he's good but bad. Mainly on the bad side though. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to get anything free.
So, I just want to know, Chillbill, what is your take on this whole character creation business?
You know, Broccoli Guy, I got to say it's pretty cool. And it's not just because I'm Chillbill and I like to say cool a lot, or because my creators programmed me to say it.
And another one bites the dust. And believe me, too, it does not taste good. Dust, I mean, not good.
Bye-bye. Is it going to take to spark a Skylanders comeback, Broccoli Guy?
Well, they're gonna have to give 110%, Chillbill. Even though by definition, 100% is the most anyone can give.
Oh, I needed it. I had to play so safe then. Oh my god, 2 levels up, nice. Yeah, I think the asking price of this guy was like £15 or something like that. Like, probably more. He came with, I think it was 2 magical items. He came with Dragon's Peak. And he came like, to be fair, I think you need too much for him. Because he also came as himself, he came with a bundle and he came with magic items. So it's just, you had to pay a lot to get this guy. And he was only available through this triple pack with the level. I need to go buy, I hate it when you need to buy a bundle, like a level to get this soul gem. Like I've got to buy the Griffin Park Observatory for this game to get my Airstrikes soul gem. But let's talk about Sunburn here. So he's got Flamethrower breath, which on paper sounds awesome, but it's not because you move slower if you're trying to turn. You got to keep the fire on him, and the damage is not very good. Immolation teleport, it's cool, it works, but again, it's not great. You can now choose where it's going to teleport to, which again is okay. Flamethrower breath does increase damage. It's okay. Increasing damage on it's decent, but the only problem with a flamethrower is it's ridiculously inaccurate. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Phoenix dashes is a terrible, terrible ability. You perform a very short range dash, and there's no explosion at the end. That's a soldier. You want to get like a little tiny dash. Flames left behind have teleported to increase damage. So overall, he's kind of boring. Like his triangle and does this. Like that's how much it does. Like without the explosion at the end as well. I can't believe like this Skylander has so much potential. Like a lot of people like consider him as one of their favourites. I don't know why.
I hope you're not talking about our commentating, Chillbill, but I I feel it's pretty
I know that
spot
obviously a
on.
lot of Skylanders kind of got nerfed down in this year for the sensors, but
Now entering the ring and more
I actually struggle playing him. I do not find him fun at all.
actual weight may vary.
Okay, it's just some fearless feedback. The Skylanders should probably try to not get hit so much.
It's just so, it's kind of, I understand that it's like kind of difficult to use because it's all about mobility and positioning yourself. But I really don't have fun playing this guy. I bought him for like, I think it was out of all the first generation ones I needed. It cost me the most, like £15.
I mean, it's the same everywhere.
And boy oh boy did I feel robbed,
All these bad guys
to say the
simply do not
least.
stand a chance. No chance standers, they.
Yeah, even the flame after he teleports just doesn't seem,
Oh, yeah.
it
You
doesn't
can
seem
take
like,
advantage of that enemy, though I'm pretty sure he can't hear you.
you get like a little flame burst you can see like throughout all of his things, but it just doesn't seem to do that. He just doesn't do like any damage. Which to me I find kind of weird.
See you later, Nana.
Booyah! Oh, had to jump in there and call the
And in fact I'm still going to get him to like level 20 as well at some point, so I want to get all my Skylanders to level 20.
Good idea at the time.
I'll probably start doing locks once I've ranked them all.
We got plant
But
things in the mix now, broccoli guy.
yeah, my mate got him and I remember thinking, wow, this dude looks really cool. And I really like I like the design of his like his teleport.
Skylander is just mowing
And I like how he's like very mobile, but that's about all he is.
or something.
Can you believe there are just no more broccoli guy comments about a particular part of this battle? Well, believe it, because I'm about to say some stuff again.
Can you believe he used to fight against the Skylanders, broccoli guy?
So the flamethrower is good when it works, when it don't work, which is like 80% of the time. So I didn't go down the flamethrower like path, because even in the old game, like if it locked on it'd be good, but it doesn't, and it's kind of difficult to like maneuver.
You dirty rat. First you steal my cheese, now you attack the Skylander.
And another one bites the dust. And believe me, too, it does not taste good. Dust, I mean, not good.
Don't bring that stuff in here.
Yeah, it's just not. I don't know. I just don't know if it. Oh god.
You know, the Skylanders were heavily favored going into this battle, and it's starting to look like the odds makers had it right.
I think that really goes to show you how easy it is to be an odds maker, Chill Bill. I mean, come on. Picking the guys who always win to win, it's not exactly a bold prediction.
See ya. Would not want to be
Yeah, I'm gonna struggle trying to kill that big guy.
Nice.
Right, that level up's just probably saved me from taking an absolute ton of damage.
By saying booyah, you know, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, the fact that his Phoenix Dash doesn't actually knock back or anything is kind of bad. Like, I'm at 8 minutes in and I'm still on, like, I've only just done round 1. Right, there we go, finally. Final round. Let's talk about his abilities. So, endlessly use the flamethrower attack. Like, when are you actually going to need to sit there for any longer than about fucking, like, how long are you going to be able to do this? Like, what's the point? You don't need to. You do not need to use, you don't need it to be endless at all. Holding the flamethrower for extra damage, it's fine, but again, you don't need to be holding it for too long. It's just not a great ability at all. And then last, hold flamethrower for long enough to be surrounded by flame direction, which is okay, I guess. It's not terrible, but you know, it's not, I won't particularly say it's great either. Then we go on to his other skill tree, which to be fair, it's kind of just as dull. Flames left behind have teleporting are larger and deal more damage, but you don't really see it. Teleporting creates a streak of flames which damage enemies, which is decent if you can get it off. It really covers an area, and streaks flames do increase damage. What's useful about this is it's more for area denial. Like, this leaves you kind of open for attack. This leaves you, like, you can constantly be teleporting about. Then his last ability is to fly at the Phoenix. Phoenix Dash is longer and deals more damage and ends with a blast. So not only does it last longer, you get the more damage on it and ends with a blast. So all in all, the best thing about it is probably his Soul Gem, which again, you needed to have Dragon's Peak to get. So if you just traded this guy with your friend, and you didn't have Dragon's Peak, you won't probably get like the only abilities that's really worth it. That's the issue I've got with the expansion passes. Not like where Crashing Cortex was, you need to put Crashing Cortex on the actual portal, and then you get the level. Like, it's not good. hopefully, fingers crossed, get this actual thing done without dying. But yeah, when my friend got him, I thought it looked awesome. And this is, I think this is the only Skylander ever to not have a redesign. There's only a Series 1 for him, that's it. There's no Series 2, there's no Series 3, there's no Series 4. There's not even a supercharger variant or anything for him, like, that's it. Which to me I think is kind of sad. I think they could have made him better, but they just kind of forgot about him. Especially when he was one of the, like, he was a DLC level character. How do you forget about a DLC level character? Look at Terrafin got a Series 2, I think he even got a Series 3 and he got a supercharger. Like, Ghost Roaster, I'm pretty sure he got a Series 2. Slambam got a Series 2, I know that. It's sad because I think they could have made him a lot better and they didn't. Unfortunately. Unforgivable, trust me. But no, I think they made a mistake not making him any better. He's very plain, very generic. You know, he's a phoenix, he can teleport, he can phoenix dash, he can, you know, shoot fire. Well, the only thing good about his fire breath is I think it attacks him like an AoE. And she's like kind of immortality, I guess, if you're good enough. I understand if he's a very high skill Skylander, but if you're good with him, he can be like one of the best, but I don't think I'd ever really want to be that good with him. I just don't want to spend that much time playing him. Like, I'm quite glad I managed to get him to at least like level 13 doing this, because that means I don't have to use him that much. I think, design-wise, I think his design definitely kills it. I think his design's awesome. Yeah, his design's definitely his best thing. See, look, I love how annoying it is to actually lock onto that.
We are seeing the Skylanders start to firmly establish their own dominance.
It's hard to imagine.
Like, the flame breath's not bad in terms of damage.
Anything could literally happen. We don't even have rules in this arena battle.
Take these down.
Humanity.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Oh wow, chill, Bill. It
Ooh.
is a pretty bad day to be a bad guy.
It's not easy
Yeah, he's satisfying to use and he's decent, but I think the thing is I only judge characters like I can't remember what characters come with packs
Mostly food.
in Giants. I don't think you really got any extra missions in Giants, so I think you could just replay the Empire of Ice in Giants.
Okay, but as commentators, don't we
If I'm
have
honest
to be
with you.
impartial? And I'm really asking too.
Because they only really brought out like a handful
They
of
asked me to
people.
decide when I started this job.
They brought out one extra Skylander for every element, and then they brought out a Giant for every element. Which, you know, the gimmick weren't really that good. A lot of people consider Giants as one of the worst. Giants I really like. I enjoy the story. But in terms of new Skylanders, hoo-hoo. That's going to be an interesting one to say the least.
mowing down these bad guys like it's,
We've got a long history with good old Skylanders Giants. But look at this. So there's one Skylander in Giants that I know that I'm going to end up dying with. Kind of pointless picking all this up, but I'll pick it up anyway.
victory for the Skylanders. Just beautiful.
So Sunburn, was he
They really proved today that they are just better at fighting than these other guys.
my bad? Was Sunburn actually worth picking up? Yes, because he's like, there's only a Series 1 variant of him, so if you get him, you've got the only Sunburn you're ever going to need. So I do think he's worth picking up just because of that. However, and this is a big however, he's not that good. I'm actually only going to rank him. I'm going to rank him a 1. No, I think a 1's a bit high. I think a 1.5 because his abilities are usable, they just don't do that much. I think a 1.5. I think the 1 is because his flame breath is when it works, it's good. Same with his teleport. Same with when it all works and works well, it's decent. And the extra half is because I think his design is like pretty cool. I like the Phoenix design. But I think a 1.5 is the only place I can really place him. If you agree or disagree, let me know. I know he's a fan favourite, but I think, consider the fact he was the last Skylander for Spyro's Adventure, I thought they got of a bang. They didn't. They kind of went out mediocre, like below mediocre, anything, if anything. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.